Hey Stash Busters, welcome to Feature Friday at 4 from the Stash. I'm Kimmer, and I'm here to show you a new local yarn that we got last week from Hammond, Wisconsin, which is just a few miles away from Baldwin. We have a new family in our area from Vermont, and they have a small family herd, very small, of Shetland and Finn sheep. Now, Kathy has come and brought me and shown me this yarn, and I just went, oh, love, love. And so we got some, and I have since worked it, and I have so many things, so many good things to tell you about this yarn. I did put it in the newsletter, but I'm going to go over it with you again. So Finnegan Fibers is the name of the yarn, named after the big male of their little grass mowing herd that they have, and his name is Finnegan. And this yarn, okay, it's hand dyed, and I believe hand carded, and then she sends it out, so it's mill spun, so you have a nice even spin, and then she gets it back and she hand dyes it in really small batches. So it's very, very lovingly, gently processed and handled, which, is a lot of people really appreciate. It's not, mill stamped out, start to finish somewhere far away from here. And I want to tell you that Shetland yarn, which is what this is mostly, it's a mix of Shetland and Finn. Shetland especially, though, is very, very, very warm yarn. It's not super heavy like Icelandic, but it's extremely warm like Icelandic. And also it has a lot of spring to it, a lot of loft and spring. It's almost stretchy. It's very strong, and again, very warm. Now, what it isn't, though, is itchy. If you've ever handled like Icelandic and some of those other Highland wools, they are very, very scratchy. They're warm, yes, but they're super itchy. Like you want them for outerwear. You don't want them on your actual skin. This you could totally wear on your skin as long as you don't have an actual wool allergy. It's very comfortable, non-scratchy. It's not even itchy in the hand. But when you work it, the very slight wool scratch that you do feel when you first start working it goes away right away. And after wet blocking, it's actually very soft and yeah, gentle to the touch. So next to skin, absolutely. I made a hat out of it to test it out, and I just love it. I'll show you. So we've got this cute little beanie with a short brim, so if you don't like your hats to be sitting on your nose, this one has a short brim, a little bit of texture to show off the stitch definition. This is crocheted. As you can see, the stitches just pop everywhere. The ribbing is pops out really well. This posting pops really well. The bead stitch shines. It's just lovely, lovely yarn. I really liked it, and I really like how it turned out. It was extremely pleasant project. This is one of our faux fur snap palms. Snaps right off. You keep the snap on the hat. We have tons of these in the store right now. Makes it nice for cleaning because you don't, these don't wash up well. You don't want to wash those. And then I popped a little jewel button on it for just a little, blingy pizzazz, whatever. That's a little understated. It's a nice little leather button. And then these are cool because with that little rivet, you can just take them off. You just unscrew it. So you can put them on anything you have, wherever you want them. They can function as an actual button or, just as kind of a little accent. What's cool about jewel stuff is they use the rivet so that you can move the things, but they give you a buffer piece to both hold it stably where you put it, but also to protect your project so there's no snagging or stretching of where you actually put the rivet in the first place. Sorry. So anyway, I really, really liked the finished look of this yarn. I used a dyed one, the teal. Big surprise. I know. Ready? Cue eye roll. Kimmer, teal. 1, 2, 3. But I really like it. It's really a good depth. I'm going to show you the skein. If you look at Kathy's dyeing, it has a lot of depth to it, almost like a kettle dye. There's very slight tonal differences throughout as you look through the hank. It's a good depth of color. It's it's very rich. So I really like her dye process is really nice. The color that you select is going to have a lot of tone to it. It's going to reflect nice light nicely and probably really hold its color too because it's so deep. So that's the teal. Just so you know, I had more than enough to make that hat crocheted, just one skein, and I still have all of this left. So I was super happy with that. This is a DK weight, and it's 210 yards approximately, in a hank. So it's a nice size 100-gram hank. And then before we get too far into the colors, I wanted to show you Sylvie, the female. This is her natural. This is her in her natural glory right here. This fleece color. It's like a silvery cream. I don't know. There's even like some pearl, like a pearl tone to it. It reflects a lot of light. It's really, really, really beautiful. I super like this one. I kind of have some low-key plans on something that I'd like to make out of a mitt full of this. But I can't do it right now. I'm backed up on projects, but it's just beautiful. So that's Sylvie. And then this is the big boy, Finnegan. This is his natural color, undyed. Again, it's a pretty, seemingly at first glance, like a standard, cream natural color. But when you really look at it, there's some pearl tone to this too, and a little bit of slight variation, just natural variation in his colors. So if you like a cream or a nice, Aran type yarn, colored yarn, this is a really good choice. So those are the natural undyed colors of the flock so far. Two of the younger ones that are not ready to begin providing their fleeces yet. One of them is like a blackish with silver. Can't wait. So like charcoal to black with little tiny reddish flecks through it. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. I've seen pictures, but we don't have that yet. So the next color I want to show you, again, cue eye roll, that I really like is the Jade. Wow. Yeah. So this is also a really nice depth of color. And then there's this kind of a dusty, sandy rose, like a desert rose color. It's not pink, it's not mauve, and it's not brown, but depending on the type of light and how you catch it or what you put it next to, it could appear to be any of those. So this is a really, really interesting color, and it has a lot of, provides a lot of opportunities of what you could do with this color. This is a cool one. It's not a super common tone to this color. You don't see this in all the yarn colorways, so I really like this one. And then there is this little color choice. It wasn't done intentionally by her. Like I said, she's new to Wisconsin, but she unintentionally did this. Go Pack Go. If you're a Vikings fan, I'm not talking to you right now. I love you, but I'm not talking to you right now. Check this out. If you have a Packer fan on your gifting list, you cannot go wrong here. These are literally the exact green and gold for the Packers. I am sure that any kind of hat, scarf, mitten, or, oh my God, sweater Packer combination that you could come up with in your crochet or knit plans, you could make out of this, and the person receiving would be ecstatic. Not to mention that it will last forever. This is heirloom quality wool, people. This stuff will not die if it's cared for properly. And by properly, I just mean, gently hand washed. It's just not a chintzy yarn. It's very sturdy. Again, has a lot of spring, has a lot of tensile strength. It's a really good weight. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck on this because it's DK. It's really, really, really exceptionally nice yarn. And I'm always happy to have local yarn in the shop. So I have a little treat for you. What we're going to do this weekend for our Feature Friday at Ford promo is, it's an in-store only promo. You got to stop in, but if you buy any two hanks of Finnegan Fibers, you can have a pom-pom on me. I will let you pick out a pom-pom, and I really want you to try this yarn. So I'm just giving you a little extra treaty to encourage you to give it a try. It's well worth the price, and the price for what this is extremely reasonable. I don't know if you've shopped online lately or in stores for hand-dyed yarn, but for hand-dyed full fiber yarn, it's getting up there, and this is very reasonably priced. um, I really think you'll enjoy it, and I really think that you'll be really happy with whatever you knit or crochet out of it. You'll be pleased with the stitch definition, you'll be pleased with the quality, you'll be pleased with the feel of it, and your finished result. I'm positive. So again, Finnegan's Fibers from Hammond, Wisconsin, only at the Stash. I really think you'll like it. So to encourage you to give it a try, you can stop in and pick out any two and get a frame pom-pom on the Stash. So have fun this weekend. Happy yarning. Enjoy the beautiful fall weather, and I will see you soon.